Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, beautiful people. How are you guys doing? So, who missed me? I think the last time you guys saw me was last week. Yeah. So, if you miss me, say it in the chat. Did you miss me? Me, I missed you. I did. Trust me, I did. In as much as there's no really special way to express it, but I did. And I'm happy to have you guys back here once again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us for another very interesting weekend drills again, and I hope you've been having a field time with it so far. So good. So let me know in the chats how you're faring, how your week was, how your business is doing, how your weekend is coming up. Today is Saturday. I know the weekend starts on Friday, but let me just know how your weekend is starting off. Is it looking good? Let me know in the chats, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm saying a very big thank you to Ntoya. Okay, Ntoya commented first. So let me get you a round of applause. Ntoya, that's for you. Thank you. Ntoya is from Ghana. Kadas Hop from Ghana too. Rasha Gabriel from Ghana. Numa Food Scientifics from Accra, Ghana. Regine Mensa from Ghana. Who else is here? Nakro Selima from Ghana as well. Michael from Ghana. Nkube from Zimbabwe. I love that country. I would love to visit it one day. I want to meet I want to have the privilege of meeting one of my favorite preachers there in Zimbabwe, Bishop Bismarck. I'm a big fan of his. Yeah, I love Zimbabwe. Nice to meet you. Isaac Brown, nice to meet you. Startup Resources from Ghana, nice to meet you. Juliana from Ghana as well, nice to meet you. I hope you guys are faring well and you guys are doing good. Please say hi to our moderator, Judith. Judith is joining us from Benin Republic. So she's going to be mostly in the chat with you to answer your questions, queries, comments, and whatever it is. I hope you are going to have a good time with Judith. Yeah, he's a great preacher. Yes. I love. First time I sat under him was in 2014. So you can imagine the addiction since 2014. So I follow him closely. Yeah. So say hi to Judith on my behalf. I know she likes fighting me every time. Please say hi to her on my behalf. Thank you. And ask her how Benin Republic is. Yeah, Numa, we are doing very well. Stressful but very fruitful week. Less than 12 reviews on my goods. It was great. Oh wow. Okay, so you're actually putting the lessons to work, and that sounds very interesting, right? You should actually learn what you should actually put to practice what we teach, because I mean, how would you benefit from what you're learning if you're not actually practicing it? So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming around once again to learn with us. Please help us reach out to the rest of the team. Let them know we're here and we have started and we are expecting them. Okay? Do what you do, best shot, locate the thumbs up button, give it a smash. Okay? And locate the subscribe button if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, and subscribe. All right? When you do that, the next thing you're going to be doing is locate the share button. Click on the share button and invite your friends. Okay, please do that for us. Let's invite everybody. We are just 20 here, so please let's have at least 20 likes on the videos. Okay, at least 20 likes. That will help. And then click on the share button and share the link with somebody that's supposed to be here. Someone you know is supposed to be here and is not here. Please share the link with them. and let them know that we've started and we are expecting them. Okay, so good to see you. And we are going to be having a great time with driving more sales with data and insights. I hope you have your writing pad with you so that you can jot down the few ideas, tips, tricks we'll be sharing here. Please have something close by that you can jot. It will help you and it will help me as well. All right, so do that for us and ask us questions wherever you have need. Questions concerning anything, everything, wherever. Maybe you have questions from last week, or you have questions from the one we'll be doing now, or questions from the one we'll be doing later. Wherever you have questions, please feel free to ask. All right, feel free to ask. We'll be here waiting to assist you in the best way we can. Okay, so we are going to be talking about driving more sales with data and insights. Driving more sales with data and insights. And what to do. We are going to be talking about this in maybe about 6 different segments. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to be doing this in about 6 different segments. The importance, what is data and insights. Then we'll head over to the importance of data for business and data sources. We'll talk about knowing the right questions to ask and the tools for data and insight, then data analysis and presentation. We'll do that in the next couple of minutes. Remember, we have 2 sessions today. This one will run between now until 12. We'll take a break for maybe 30 minutes and then come back with another topic by 12:30. So it's going to be a very interesting weekend. So these 2 hours is going to be very useful to you. So I hope you stick around and learn with us. Okay? Okay, so let's go to the first part. What is data? What is insight? So when we talk about data, I know it sounds like data that the one you use to browse. No, the one we're talking about today is not the one you use to browse. That is internet data. But this particular data I'm talking about is just facts, information that you use to calculate, maybe you use it to analyze or use to plan something. And the main examples we can actually lay hands on would be data from weights, prices, costs, number of items sold, number of items you didn't sell from the ones you bought, employees, their names, their details, the product names, the services, the addresses, the tax codes, the registration marks, is everything that looks like information that you can actually make use of, whether you want to make use of that information to analyze, or you want to make use of that information to calculate, or you want to make use of that information to plan something. They are all classed under the umbrella of data. I hope you got that. All right. Now, insights. Insight is more like you being able to see or understand something clearly. You being able to see or understand something clearly. So the data you have will actually translate to insight because you get to understand some more details, get to understand some more information. Sometimes you were maybe wondering why your sales is low in a particular season. Then you monitor it over time and then you can also make a decision. So, okay, within this period to this period, maybe January to March, the sales is always low. And so there is no need even buying the product, right? Because naturally the sales is always low. So the data you have will grant you insights, grants you understanding to what you've been doing blindly for you to be able to do it properly because you have some information that you can put side by side to make decisions. I hope you got that. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, very simple question. Have you ever used data to get insights about anything personal or business? Have you used data before to get information, to get insight about anything personal or business? So share with me in the chat if you've done that. In the chat, please. Have you used anything data for your business? Isaac, no. Any other person? Please, I'm waiting for you. You have to say something. You can't let me be speaking. Remember how vibrant you guys were last week. Please, let's keep the fire burning. Okay, Ntoya, okay. Thank you for being sincere. And yes, if you've not used it before, please let me know too. We are here to learn, and then always feel free. Hi, Michael from Zimbabwe. How are you? From Zambia. How are you? And hi, Zambia today. Regine, yes. Glory, no. Roslyn, no. Please feel free. I don't think because they're wrong, anybody would throw stones at you. Nobody would do that. Trust me. Okay? Nobody would do that. You can be wrong. You're permitted to be wrong. Nobody knows it all. That's why we're here to learn. No. Janet, no. Edinam, no. Daniela, yes. Okay. Thank you. And thank you, Judith, for being very, very engaging. Not done that before. Don't have knowledge of it. Okay. Thank you so much for being sincere. Sincerity is very, very. Thank you. Yes, on your Facebook page, we'll talk about it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for at least letting me know. So that will give me an understanding of that you guys are almost some of you don't know. So I'll be able to try to break it down a little bit more. All right. Thank you so much. Please hit on the thumbs up button. Please do that for us and invite somebody. Okay. Please reach out, invite somebody, and remember to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. Ready? Okay, so let's go on. Let's go on. Let's talk about the importance of data for your business. So please, especially for those of you that don't understand or have not used data before, please, you need to pay close attention from here henceforth, right? So data can be businesses use data to make decisions about finding new customers, increasing their customer retention, improving their customer service, or better managing their marketing efforts, tracking social media interactions, and predicting their sales trends. I'm going to be looking at each of them briefly. So first of all, data is useful for finding new customers. So using a lot of data tools and sources, business owners can know where to focus their energy on their customer acquisition strategy. So you can use tools like the Google Trends, you can use tools like the Google Analytics that will help you to get new customers by providing you real-time data of what people are doing around your business space, the interaction, their needs. You know, can even use the Google Keyword Planner to actually know exactly what is happening. Totally know exactly what is happening. It's going to help you and a lot of businesses to find new customers, right? So data will help you to understand who are the people interacting with you. Like for instance, websites. Data from your website is going to assist you to know where people are coming from. Who are these guys? So you're going to understand, okay, which should I pay more attention to get the customers that are supposed to be coming to you. And data can also help you to increase your customer retention. So you can know your customers' pain points, you can know their experience, can analyze anytime you want. What makes a transaction to increase, what makes a customer to be retained, what increases that loyalty. So you can get to answer your complaints, right? If you are not having data, you won't see the people that are actually writing complaints about what you're doing, your products, your services, so that you can also tailor the information there to be able to suit them. Remember that you're there in business because people are patronizing you. And you need to treat those people, give them first-class treatments. So customer retention, data will help you to stay organized, to help you to evaluate, to help you to keep it personal, and to help you to grow for customer retention. And data will also help you to improve your customer service. Get to analyze customer complaints, like I earlier said. Get to analyze their feedback, their star rating, their recommendations, because the aim is to just improve your services, to improve your product, to improve your services. So data is going to give you all that detail. Remember, data is information. Data is information, the weights, the comment, the feedback, the prices, everything, all of that will actually help you. All of that will actually help you to keep everybody satisfied. Remember, you're there, again, you're there because of, you can also better manage your marketing efforts, knowledge of your market, can learn about your markets, can learn about your audience, can learn about your data, can learn about the data that are producing to you, information that they're bringing to your space. All of that will help you to make some better marketing informed decisions, because you know that, okay, this product doesn't sell. Maybe you can say, okay, this product, my product doesn't sell to the female classes. It sells to only the male class, not the older generation. It sells to generation maybe between 18 to maybe 40. From 50 up is not your audience. You can get to understand all of that from the data that will be generated to you. And then you can track your social media interaction using data. And of course, with social media, you can find out how many people clicked, how many people engaged, how many people commented, how many people liked. You can find out all of those comments from your data and from your insight, from your data aspect and from your insight aspects of your social media, to be able to know what is happening around there, be able to know if you are making progress or if you are not making progress. The likes, the comment, the subscribe, the follows, the engagement, the shares, all of that to form you being able to track the social media interaction that is coming to you. And again, you can always predict the sales trend. You can always check, okay, this product possibly, if you are selling winter dress, if you are selling Christmas dress, you know that Christmas dress does not sell, Christmas dresses don't sell during the rainy, Christmas things don't sell off periods of Christmas, right? You need to wait till maybe late November, early December, into late December for you to be able to have sales with Christmas stuff. Currently, it is summer, right? A lot of people do travel for holidays. So people in the travels and tours are the ones now that are selling holidays, selling trips for people. It's a good time to market those kind of products. Real estate doesn't have any particular time to market it. So you'll be able to understand, okay, this is my peak period. Like there's a brand I used to know some time ago, Macmillan. For those of you that have used Macmillan before, Macmillan textbooks. I worked with it. I had a friend who was working with them. So there's a period they call their season. Their season is few weeks before the first terms begin, which is always in September here in Nigeria. Few weeks before the first term, and the first term and a month into the first term is always their peak season, because that's when all the schools commence, right? So you get to do that. You get to find out, okay, this is a period that's my peak, my sales is always highest, and this is a period my sales almost always amounts to nothing, right? So with that, it can help you to be able to predict your sales trend so that you can know maybe when to restock, when to put in more work into branding, or any of those other options that could help you to push yourself out there. All right, so I'm gonna take a first pause for questions. Do you have questions for me? Please drop it in the chat. So I'll be happy and glad to respond to it. Okay. Okay, Oloa Sean, I see you. Bintu. Okay, Newman, thank you for sharing. Please share to invite people to join us. We are still expecting them. Priscilla, thank you. Mensa, thank you for coming. Everybody, thank you for coming. We expect more people. Please help them to join. Reach out to them if you can. Please let them come join us. Do you have any questions? So far, so good. Please ask. I'm here. Any questions? Any questions? Anybody? All right, so let's continue. Registration form is coming. Not registration this time, attendance is coming along the line. Does data insights work on all social media platforms? Yes. It may not be as detailed as the one on Facebook. Facebook is very detailed, right? But each of the platforms will always have it. At least you're going to see the number of impressions you have, right? So you're going to see the number of maybe shares, clicks, likes, all of that. At least you see it. At least you see it. Like, it may not be very detailed like Facebook, but there's always something to read about it. Janet, thank you for asking. The attendance form will come, Annette. Go through creating review for me. Review. Are you sure I talk about review? Okay, so what you meant by review there is the feedback that people give to you. Okay, let me understand. Is it review the one on this topic or the one on the topic we did last week? I want to understand that part so that I know which one I'm talking about. Elena, please break it down for me. Will I get all these on Google Business Profile or is found in Facebook only? Very good question. And so yeah, if you were here last week when we were doing the practicals, Google Profile actually offers the analytics part of it. I think they call it, I forgot what they call it, but it's there. You get to find out how many people called you, where they called you from, the clicks you had, how many people sought for direction from your Google Business Profile. So it's there. Thank you, Toya. The sources of market data. Okay, so this is always present. Maybe you can do a research on it online. You can know there are tools for that. I may not really have a grasp of them right now. Let me see. I can grab one or two. You can use tools like SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb. You can use Spyful. You can use Big Spy to track your competitors. And your market data, basically, you need to check that out online, how it will work. I've shared 3 of those tools for you to be able, can help you to track your competitors. Very, very helpful thing. That question came from Michael. Michael, thank you for asking. Linda, hi. The one from last week. Okay, so it's better now. I'm going to explain better. Data and insight on Instagram. I may not really have a full grasp of how to explain that to you off my head right now because I'm not looking at Instagram right now. And just so you know, it might be different from the one on the phone might be different. The location on the phone might be different from the one when you're looking at it from PC, right? So you just need to find the one that you're actually looking for so that you can get to you can get the information you want. But most times data is always for platforms that don't have it very detailed, we always find it beside the post you made, right? You always find it beside the post you made. Okay, thank you for asking, Ukube. So let me come back to your question, Juliana. What was the question again? Creating review. Okay, so like the Google Business Profile, you go to the review page. There's a page for the review. Please, what you do for me, Juliana? The session for last week is still on this YouTube channel. So please, you come back and watch. We had a practical session and it was recorded. So that will help you to know, we broke it down and it was practical and you guys are really happy about it. So we broke it down. So you need to come back and watch it again. But just so you know, what you do is you go there, you copy that link from the review place, and then you can share it with people in your space. People should be happy to do business with you and drop you feedback, right? Because that feedback does a lot of things aside strengthening your search engine optimization. It also makes people come after them to be confident of doing business with you because of what they have written about you. Okay, so you copy that and you share it with them. So with that now, you can write and should encourage people to write reviews for you. It's very, very important. People like us, we won't even look at the product 2 times if nobody has said anything about it. Trust me. So you want to be one of those guys that is getting people to say something about you. All right, so you copy that and share. Encourage people to drop reviews for you. Thank you so much, Juliana. Please add the insight referring to the numbers of likes, post, repost, view, or there is more to it. There's actually more to it, Janet. There is more to it. So you can find some, all of those are valid, yes. You can find some more information away from the posts, the likes, the views. You can go ahead, like Facebook will even give you details of this, the gender that is clicking, right? Give you details of the location of people that are clicking. You give you details. If you click on the Facebook Insights, you get to find the location where people are clicking from, either from another country, either from the same state with you, or what gender is clicking, what is their interest. You get to find all of that detail on the insight part of it. So that will help you the following time you're making a post to be able to tailor the information to suit the kind of audience that is resonating with your content. That is basically the purpose of insights. When you gain insights, that is the purpose of insights, for you to be able to make decisions moving forward. I hope you got that. Thank you for asking, Janet. Okay, so we'll have time for questions. More time. I'm going to take another pause shortly. Then I'll come back to answer some more questions. So if you're not satisfied, drop it. I'll come back. I'll explain. I'm here. It is the weekend, so I'm here for you guys once again. I'm here for you guys. So ask me anything. All right, feel free. Don't let anybody make you feel bad. Nobody will do that from my end. So drop any question, comment, whatever it is in the chats. I'll be looking at it shortly. So I'll just go to the next part, then I'll take another break and I'll come back to answer your question. Remember, we have 2 sessions today, and this is the first part. We'll be having the next parts from. So we have to finish this part and take a break so that we'll have enough time, maybe 15 minutes to rest, and then come back for the second session. So we have enough time to talk, to answer questions. Happy now? Okay. Please help us reach out to people and let them know we are still here. We want them to come join us. All right, so let's talk about steps to use when using data and insights to grow your business. There are actually steps you need to follow. So first of all, you need to understand the right questions you want to ask. You need to also identify the best tools to use. We'll talk about the tools, the one you want to hear about, we'll talk about it here. And then we're going to talk about the visualization to visualize and analyze your data. Let's talk about understanding the right questions to ask. So what questions do you actually ask about your target audience? What questions you ask about them? What do you find interesting about your target audience? What do you think you should pay close attention to? What do you think you should give more touchlights to about your target audience? Is it their age? Is it their sex? Is it the time they spend on your websites, or what information do you ask about them? So let me know. Let me know which one is best for you. What questions you ask about your audience in the chat, please. So yeah, so the steps you need to take to analyze your business data. First of all, you need to decide what your objectives are. So you need to decide what your objectives are. What questions do you need to address? And then the third step, you need to also think about where you want, or where you need to get all that information from, or what do you want to do with that information when you get them. Very important. Where do you get it from? What do you do with that information after you've gotten them? So the first step, your business objectives. What are your business objectives? Give me a second, please. All right, so let's continue. What are your business objectives? You need to spell out what your business objectives is. First of all, it could be maybe you want to tell more people about your brand, or you want to sell more of your product and services, or you want to identify your most valuable customers. You want to find new ways to engage with your customer, with your previous customer, or you want to make more money. Obviously, everybody wants to make more money. So different people, different businesses want different things as their goals and as their objectives. Okay, so you need to align those your objectives, those your online objectives, those your objectives to your online objectives as well. So if you want to get more people to do business with you, how do you want to get it done? You need to spell all of that out, and you need to have relevant questions to ask about your business. We'll be speaking about that under the REAN formula. REAN, where the R there means the reach. You answering who is your target audience, and how do you want to reach them online? Who is your target audience, and how do I reach them online? Are they finding what they need when they see me? That is what they engage now. Are they taking actions when they reach you, when they're able to find you? Are they taking actions? Are they paying for the products? Are they paying for the services? And when they are doing that again, are they coming back? Now, a business is as successful as its returning customers. So if customers are not returning, then you should ask yourself a truckload of questions and answer it before you are kicked out of business. Because if people are not coming to you, it means they're obviously not telling others about your existence. You want to have businesses, you want to have customers that are coming back. Very, very important. Okay, so thinking about the who your target audience is, how they do it, the who's, and are they finding what they need? So you're considering the who's, the what's, the where, the when's, and the how's. Are they taking action? Are they coming back when they take the action? You need to consider all of that. And where do you want to get all that information from? So where do you want to get data from? When we speak about data, like we said, information that encompasses everything around what you're actually doing. So those information can be gotten from your social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, or do you have, you can get them also from customer service and customer feedbacks. You can also get them from your online analytics platform, as the Google Analytics. You can also get all that information from there. And data sources will always be social media platforms, the websites, organic search, and the paid search. So we'll be talking about each of these channels briefly. But meanwhile, what do you do with all the information when you get it? So first of all, you need to choose the right visualization techniques. How do you want people to see the information? Right? Visualization is how you want people to view it. You may not be able to present the numbers for people to be able to read it through. but you may be able to present a visual of histogram of graphs, circles, a pie chart, and the rest of them to make it easy for people to be able to read the information. Then you can also identify the key metrics, performance indicators. The key metrics and the key performance indicators will also help you to understand what you want to do with that information. And if your business operates across different geographical locations, you want to also consider visualizing that data on the map. So that's all for design, right? And you can also regularly update and monitor your visualizations to reflect the most recent data. So all of this would be you playing around with the visualization tool. Maybe you're using the Google Sheets, or you're using tools like the Microsoft Power BI or Tableau, or you're using the Google Data Studio. There are a lot more tools that you use for data visualization. You want to pay close attention to how you present your data for it to be easily readable by anybody without the hassle of you explaining it even. Okay? All right, so let's talk about the importance of insights. Like we mentioned earlier, insights suggest market trends. You also learn about your user experience. You get to identify the latest market trends and insights. Like I mentioned earlier, you might want to see, okay, winter clothes don't sell in any other season apart from the cold weather period, which is going to be in the December period. You can't be selling winter clothes in a very hot period, right? Like summer is always hot. Even though it's raining here in Nigeria, but summer generally is always hot. So you need to also know kinds of products that trends per time. User experience, you need to understand how users are making decisions on making purchasing decisions around your platform, maybe on your Facebook, maybe on your website, or wherever. Then you can also understand, the kind of content that customers are engaging with the most. So insight will help you to tailor your content very well, right? You can know if people are resonating well with your written content or with your audio content or with your video content, all of that, right? So you can know, okay, people are not giving me so much comments from my written content. So what I need to pay attention to is my video content. So to help your content marketing strategy on the overall, and then it can help you to adopt and actually more like adapt a new strategy. See what is working and change it. See what is not working and change it. So you can leverage on insights to be able to develop your overall business strategy. Okay, so this is another pause question. We have a more detailed section to go into. But please, if there's anything you don't understand, be happy to ask. Annette, thank you for joining. Olivia, thank you for joining. And Speaking My Truth with Chris Shed, thank you for joining. I hope you guys have a lot of fun over there in Ghana. Okay, again, if there's anybody that's not here and you think they should be here, please call them to come. We're almost getting to the end, but please, I want to answer questions. And again, if it's questions from today, questions from last week, please feel free to ask us, okay? Okay, so let's continue. Now, this is a part you've been waiting for. Identifying the best tools to use. So, I know I asked you this question earlier. So have you used any tools to gain insight before? So some of you said yes, some of you said no. Some of you have maybe stumbled on insights on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other places. Some of you have seen it, but you don't understand it. So let's do a little breakdown of the tools that you've been seeing about insights. So you have social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, they're all classed under that. The organic search, we have the Google Search Console. We have the Google Business Profile, the one we spoke about last week. And for the Google Analytics, you have it's for the websites. Analytics is for websites, while the Google Firebase is for apps, for you to be able to track the activities going on that particular platform of yours. Websites goes with analytics, Firebase goes with apps. All of those are Google tools and they're free to use. Then for the paid search, it's going to be the Google Ads. Google Ads, if you want to run campaigns, want to run ad campaigns, there's an analytics part for your ads where you get to view what is happening around your business page. You get to view everything. You get to find out every detail, every information around it. So that is the one that comes with the Google Ads. So let's talk about the one for social media, Facebook particularly. So you may not be able to find so much information from your Facebook page, from your Facebook account, personal profile account, right? You may not be able to find that much information. But when you go to the page you've created, page is actually created for business. So page will offer you an insight part of it, right? Where you can find out some more details. You can find out the actions on the page views, the page previews, the page likes, the reach, the recommendations. And if you have a meta business suite, if you click on insights, if you want to see more insights, you get to find it being broken down some more. You can find the number of females in comparison to the number of males that clicked with their numbers. You can find the location they're clicking from, the various states they're clicking from, and you can find some very, very interesting information that can help you to make a very good marketing decision. You can even find how each of those posts, the kind of result each of them is generating to you, right? So that's what the insight actually helps you to do, to get information. Remember, we define data as information about age, sex, weights, prices, views, comments, information as long as it can help you to analyze, as long as it can help you to make decisions. That is what is called data. And there's some more events. In fact, on Facebook now, you can use the Facebook pixel. Now, the Facebook pixel is like the analytics of like the Google Analytics of websites. What this one is going to do now in this case is to draw in some little more details that just the insight won't be able to capture for you to be able to know, okay, this is working. This is not working based on the figures that are being presented to you, right? You need to find out all those figures. You can export that data if you want. You can filter it within certain dates, right? You can filter it within maybe 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, and all of that. You can filter them. So that is for Facebook. Now, this is also present on Twitter. Now, Facebook is very generous. They'll give you a lot of information. Twitter is generous as well, but Instagram may not be as generous as this. To break it down, so much broken down for you, right? They may not be this generous. I remember Instagram is just recently that people started even using it on PC. It was more like a phone device, a phone app, right? I think TikTok is not even available on. You can't use it on your desktop. I'm not quite sure. I'm not on TikTok. So they may not be as generous as Facebook is, right? You can do it on Twitter, you can do LinkedIn. LinkedIn will also expose to you some more details, but again, they may not be as generous as Facebook is, right? You just need to find the piece they offer for you to be able to understand what is happening around your business page. The Google Business Profile will give to you a lot of information as well. You can find out calls, people that search for direction, can find out the engagement, the likes, all of that can be exposed to you from the Google Analytics page, the performance page of your Google Analytics account. Okay, so that's for Facebook, that is for generally social media. But let's talk about the Google Search Console. If you remember last week when I told you that the Google Business Profile is a local search engine optimization tool, right? Who can remember? I remember asking you, when you make a search and you go down to the bottom of the page, do you get to click page 2? I remember very few people telling me they click page 2. Why that is because a lot of people don't have interest in information that comes to you after page 1. Now, what that process means is that those websites on page 1 have been properly optimized. Websites properly optimized. Now, we also explained that one of the tools you use to make your website properly optimized is the Google Search Console, which is a local SEO tool, the local search engine optimization tool. Remember, we said the Google Business Profile, which is a technical, I'm mixing it up. The Google Search Console is the technical search engine optimization tool, while the Google Business Profile, the one we spoke about last week, is the local search engine optimization tool. So let me come back here. So now, why this one is called technical is because it is technical just in the way it's explained, because you need to set it up. Especially if you're not very tech savvy, you need to work with the developer that actually builds your website. So what they'll do is that they're going to open the link, search.google.com. Let me see if I can find that link somewhere for the Google Search Console. So what you need to do is when you log in, you're going to log in with a Gmail, and then you're going to be requested to get your business verified. So that verification part is going to be done by your developer, or if you understand, and it is done from the back end. So when they get that website verified, now you're going to see the Google Search Console is going to begin to gather up details of people that are coming to your website. You can find the clicks, the impressions, the click-through rates. You can find the position of your websites when people are searching. So you're on number 37. That means you should be on page 4. Right? And nobody is interested in clicking on page 2, page 3, page 4. You understand the point now? So the point is for you to walk this website from page 4, page 5, wherever it is, down to page 1 so that people get to see you. And that process now is called the search engine optimization. So it involves Google giving you some suggestions on this your Google Business Profile page. They will tell you, okay, this your website is loading slowly. Change this, reduce the pictures, reduce the weight of the pictures, reduce the weight of the videos, reduce this, reduce that. All of that will just be a summation of what will help you to get this your profile, or to get that your website properly optimized. Remember, it's a technical SEO tool. You may not be able to do this one on your own, right? You may not have a session on it. It's a little bit too technical for an average marketer. So that is why we had a session on the Google Business Profile. This one, anybody can handle it. I remember we spoke about the Google Business Profile to be a local search engine optimization tool where you can have to fix your business on the map, and people can get to see you, you can get to see them, and everybody's happy, and a lot more information can be spilled out. You get people to drop reviews for you, all those comments, they're all very, very useful to your business growth. And when you write content, with industry-related keywords. That is what is going to actually help you go up the scale till this your profile will show that, okay, you've improved from 37.1 to maybe you're now in 20 something. Now you're making progress. Remember, we said that the search engine optimization, very long process. It's not one day, it's not a 1 day work, not a 2 day affair. It's not a 3 months affair. If you know what you're doing, it takes a while. Okay? We spoke about it. You can agree with me, we spoke about it exhaustively. It takes a while. And now also on this Google Search Console, you can submit your sitemap to Google. You can submit your content to Google. And Google is going to crawl your website and understand the kind of content you have, so that it begins to rank you up. That's if you submit your sitemap and you do what you're supposed to do. Okay, remember, they'll be giving you suggestions. Do this, do that, do this. Website speed, everything comes into play. They will speed up your website loads, also a big consideration to how much, it's also a big consideration to how much your website is going to rank high. A lot of things comes into consideration when search optimization ranking is concerned. So now we spoke about in the Google Business Profile exhaustively. So if you are yet to set up on the Google Business Profile, I'm sure Judith is there, but let me just drop this link for you in case, so you can get started with the Google Business Profile. If you missed last week's session, please come back and watch this, a very exhaustive session we had last week on the Google Business Profile, where you can learn everything about what it does for you, what it does for your business, what it does for your brand, putting you on the map for everybody to see. You can get a free website where you can get to tell your business story. You can get to get people to drop feedback for you. Feedback is very important for your search engine optimization. Can find out the performance, can find out the reviews, can post videos, can post written content, and of course, you should post written content with the search platform like the Google Business Profile, written content using your keywords and all of that, in the bid to strengthen your websites. Additional to this one, so you do your technical SEO very well, do your local SEO very well, and do your website very well. Optimize your website, put proper keywords in the proper places, put useful information that people can backlink you, and all of that also just push you to get more result out of it, right? Okay, I hope you got that. So let's talk about the Google Analytics. Like I mentioned, analytics is for websites, while the Firebase is for apps. Now, the only aim of you plugging your analytics to your website and your app, Firebase to your app, is just so that you can have information of people that are coming to your website. So with analytics, you can always find out how users were acquired under the acquisition section. You can find out if they came from organic search, they came from direct search, came from paid search, email, they came from paid video search, or you can find out where they came from. You can find out their location. You can find out raw information, raw data. Where did they come from? Which country did they come from? You can find out all of that information on your analytics account. Now, this is going to help you to be able to tailor your message. So if you find out that people are coming to you from paid search, right? That means your ad is really working well. Or they're coming for you from your social media. That means your social media is performing very well. Then you can keep optimizing it while trying to build another channel to pull in more people there. That is what analytics or data is meant for. You find out where you are, and it will suggest to you where or what you should do to get to the next point. The information you gather helps you to make decision about what's next to do, right? So you find out demographic information, you can find out their age, you can find out their sex, you can find out their location, you can find out some tech information where you can get to find out what type of browser they're using, maybe what type of PC they're using. You can find out the engagements, session count, and all of that. We'll talk about that shortly as we make progress. So we'll go to the last part right now, where we talk about the last thing before I'll come to you for questions. So visualizing and analyzing your data actually speaks about you using the Google Analytics dashboard. It would look typically like this, like the one we just finished explaining. So this is a typical Google Analytics dashboard. I wish we had time. Maybe I would just open up a demo page for you to see what it looks like, where you're going to get all this information. So let me see if I can do that briefly. But how to set it up will be to head over to analytics.google.com. Where is it now? So let's see. So head over to analytics.google.com, and what you're going to be doing there is going to be to put in your business information. I'm coming to all the questions, please. The link for the attendance will be shared shortly. Okay, so just hold on a little bit. So you go to the analytics section, go to the analytics.google.com, and then you choose a name for your account. Choose the industry category that you belong. Okay, and when you're done with that, what you do next is to get your tracking code. Now, this is for the universal analytics. Things are different now. There's only the Google Analytics 4, which is the GA4. Google must have phased out the universal analytics now. So you just get the code, copy the code, and you give it to your developer to plug it to various pages of your website where you want to be getting information from, where you want to be getting data from, right? And This is the information that the analytics will basically give to you to show to you your audience who are there, where did they come from, how did they find you will be under the acquisition part, their behavior, what they did when they found you, how long did they stay, the session counts, the bounce rates, the bouncings, and did their coming mean any value to you? Did they pay for the product? Did they pay for the service on the website? It will all be captured under the conversions. All of that will be present there under the conversion. Okay, so let me see if I can get the analytics platform to show to you what it looks like. I know you guys love seeing things practically. So let me see if that is possible. Let me see how fast I can be. Oh, let's see this one. So this is a demo analytics accounts. Please bear with me. Let me see if I can get that done in the end. Oh, the attendance is coming. Please bear with us. It's coming. Okay. So this is a typical picture of what an analytics page will look like. Now, what I'm supposed to show you is we are behind time, but let me show you this is universal analytics. I'm sure Google has phased it out now because they said they're phasing it out by the end of July. So let me see if it will load. But just so you know, it's going to the analytics page captures everything: the users, the event counts, that's how long they stayed, the conversions, what is their usefulness when they came to you. These are new users, right? You can find all of that information. You can find that it is going down. It's actually filtering this information between, let me see, there's supposed to be a filter somewhere here. Let me confirm that. I can't find it right now. It's supposed to be somewhere here. But let's say you want to view more reports on the users, or you want to view more reports on the countries people are coming from. You come to view real time, or you come to their locations. How are you acquiring them? This is where you come, you break it down. The countries where they're coming from, you open it up here. The items they are paying for. Okay, come out there. These are the locations that are coming from. You can get more details here. If you want to break it down on this side, you come to reports. When you come to reports, you get to find, so I hope my internet will help me work fast. So these are the four major locations, four major segments of you to find information from your analytics. Okay, see, this is a date now, so you can filter it from here. You can find the acquisition, where did they find you? So if we click overview, let's see the overview of acquisition. So you can see that we have 24K, 64K users and about 54K new users that flocked into the websites, and they came from various countries. So you can click it for you to open some more. Where did they come from? Some of them came from all these places. The traffic they came with, you can see. So let's say we want to open one of the pages. Let's open this one for you to see how it works, how it looks like. So now you can see that people came more from direct search, cross network, organic search, paid search, and you see a breakdown of all the numbers on this side. Now, you don't need to sit down and put all this information on the graph, like what you do if you had your raw data like this, put it on the graph and all of that. No, there's no need for that. The analytics originally just breaks it down into this before it gets to you. So you're only viewing. For those of you that have done data visualization before, you can bear me witness. It's a very difficult thing, right? It's very difficult to sit down and draw all these things. Even if you're using the tool like Excel, it's difficult for you to get things done. So this will help you to know everything with just a click, all right? So if you want to go down to the tech side, you can find out some little more details from the tech. Let's see. Okay, so look at it. This is a GA4. So GA4 has been, it's no more useful. Look at the information on the top. Google has blocked it. So everything about GA4 is off. So that is when you saw the audience, the acquisition, the behavior, the conversion. So all of this is no more valid. So what is now valid is now what you're seeing here on the acquisition, the engagement, the monetization, the tech now. So you can see everybody's on the web, people that are using the Android, MacBook, iOS phone, Windows, Chrome, Linux, you can find all of that. So you can know that people are, as these people are using all these kind of devices, just need to be able to have a good developer that can design your website to suit all these devices. Because Android will have a different design. Macintosh will have a different design. That is a Mac. iOS, phone, Chrome will have different designs. So they need to design it to fit all these devices so that it doesn't wobble on the screens when it is being used. And a lot more information that you can gather from here, the engagement rates, you can find all of that, the monetization, which is more like the conversion now. So all of these are useful, very, very useful information to you. I hope you got that. So thank you so much. That will be all for the analytics. So ask me questions. Let me see if I missed anybody's question. Uh, yeah, Bigel, I see you. Kuma, thank you. Yeah, attendance form, has it been shared? Judith, please share the attendance form for this session because we're wrapping up already. Kindly give us a summary. The session is very insightful. Thank you, Ibrahim. So what you do with the summary, please always come back. You can always come back here and watch, okay? Come back here and watch because the summary may be difficult to do right now. Janet, SCN, please, can you summarize the relationship between Google Business Profile, Google Search Console, Google Analytics? Very great question. Thank you, Janet. Okay, so how do I break it down now? They are all Google tools. There's a common thing about them. Number one, Google Business Profile is more like a business directory. It's classed under business directory, right? Where you go, business directories, normally you go to launch your business there with them. And then anybody that comes to your location just and wants to find you. I don't know if you were here last week. If you were here last week, you have a better understanding of what I'm trying to explain. So you enter a city, let's say, yeah, like we're doing burger and shawarma and pizza, right? So I ask you guys to make a search of burger, shawarma, and pizza. So make a search. So maybe you say you enter a city for the first time, you didn't know what to turn to, and what you did was to look for a burger seller, a pizza seller, or shawarma seller based on the one you want. You're not going to start asking everybody where they sell those things. So what you do is to go to Google and type burger sellers, shawarma sellers near me, or any keyword you type, and all those places, locations pop up to you, and then you get to see where all those guys actually exist, and then you go visit them. Go visit them. Let me see if I can explain it from here. So let's say you type pizza sellers. Okay, so now it's going to show to you all the information, all the pizza sellers that are around you. Then you can be able to go to them, trace them to the map. That means if you're a pizza seller and somebody is searching about you and you don't have your presence on the Google Business Profile, the possibility that I'm going to show up to that person is not there. And that means you've lost out on a client. So that is the reason you should own a Google Business Profile. Right? Janet, that is for Google Business Profile. And now I also explained that the Google Business Profile is the local search engine optimization tool. What does that mean? That means you made a search. You saw Google told you we had 153 million results in 0.4 seconds. Now, if you go down the page, you see website 1, website 2, website 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And if you go down, you see page 2, page 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. People rarely come here, including myself. I can't even remember last time I came to page 2. That means all these websites are properly optimized to appear on page 1. So the struggle is for all the people that own their websites from page 2 down to page 10. The struggle is to come to page 1 because people rarely go to page 2. That process is called the search engine optimization. And now we explain that search engine optimization is tough, right? It's tough because you need to have a properly optimized Google business profile on one hand. You need to have a proper search engine optimized page on the other hand. That's with your Google Search Console. Google Search Console. So Search Console is a technical search engine optimization tool. Technical. Because like I explained, you're going to need your developer to help you to get it verified. You're going to need your developer to be able to understand the codes that Google will send with the information they used to display the Google Search Console platform. Google will make recommendations. So website is loading slowly. Do this, change the pixel, do this to help the website work faster. All of that are classed under the Google Search Console, which is the technical SEO tool. The Google Business Profile is the local SEO tool, right? Now, that is just 2 out of the whole lot you do to get your website to page 1. Remember, there's a position that it shows to you from your Google Search Console. So you can find that here, number 37 point something, which would mean possibly you are in page, possibly you are in maybe page 5 or page 7 or page 10, right? I remember people don't come here. People want to be on page 1, okay? So it's now going to be your place to work yourself out from number 37 point something down to page 1. So that will need you to pay attention to your Google Search Console, put the right content on your Google Business Profile, right, which is the local SEO tool, and all of those, just to make sure that it gets to page 1. I hope you understand the Search Console and the Google Business Profile. Now, the websites, the analytics, the one we just finished explaining, the analytics is that tool that you plug into your website to help you gather up data, to gather up information, right? To gather up information about what is happening around your website. This does not have anything to do with your search, excuse me. This doesn't have anything to do with your search engine optimization. It's just going to be you understanding who is coming, where are they coming from, what did their coming mean to me, was it of any value to me? This is what the Google Analytics will help you to understand. All right. Now remember, there is the senior brother of the Google search, the search engine optimization, which is you to run ads. Look at it. When you want run ads, you get to see things like sponsored. Means that people are paying for this to appear here, right? For it to appear here, for it to appear on page 1 means that somebody is paying for it to show there. Now that is you paying for a sponsored ad. I just clicked on page 2 now. The people really come here, trust me. I just clicked on page 2. So now, getting your ad sponsored is just you going to be, I don't have strength to Google, I don't have strength to do search engine optimization, which takes a lot of time, 6 months, 1 year, if you are very good, right? So you just tell Google, please collect money, just take this money, take this $50 and put my business on the first page. And that's what they just did. And most times it will always show at the top of the page. Most times it will always show at the top of the page. So your business is on page 1, anybody can get to see it, all right? So that is for the search engine marketing. You are paying money. Optimization is free. Google Business Profile, free. Google Search Console, free. Google Analytics, free. Most of Google's tools are free, actually. I hope you got that. Where was I? Janet, I hope that served. This is where do we get the recorded version of the previous session? Okay, so what you do just come back to this channel. That's why I would advise, please subscribe to the channel so that you can always come back and watch. Can data analytics tool like Power BI be used? Yeah, it's also an analytics tool, but you may not be able to use it for what we are trying to describe. Like Google does its own, just plug a code into your website and it gives you all those data. For Power BI, you need raw data, like you need data from maybe Excel. You design it from scratch. It's a lot of work. I've tried to learn it before. It's a lot of work, trust me. We are using Google Data Studio. It's very simple. The Microsoft Power BI is really, really a lot of work to analyze data, make it visualize, look beautiful, and all of that. It's a lot of work, trust me. But it can be used also, even though it won't present the data the way it looks right now to you. Thank you, Priscilla, for asking. Please follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Please, can anybody help with attendance? There is no attendance. Attendance has been shared, has been pinned to the screen, revival design. Please let me know if you understood all my explanation. Did it make sense? Because we need to take a break now. We are coming back by 12:30. We've already spent 15 minutes. Okay, so let's just go. If at the end, we'll just take a break. Remember, you're coming back by 12:30. Please, I'm sure the link was shared to you, but just turn on your notification for this particular channel. I'll come back by 12:30. We'll start the next session. If you have any question I've not been able to break down properly, please come with it. We'll start with it. All right. Janet, can I say that Google Search Console optimizes your website and page in a short period as compared to Google Business Profile? Not in a short period. Yes, it does optimize, but not in a short period. It takes time. Google Business Profile can happen, what you are doing there just maybe like draws traffic to the main thing, which is the website, right? They are on their own. The aim is for you to power your website to be able to have more strength to go up. Okay, I hope you got that. Okay, thank you, Janet. So I look forward to seeing you guys by 12:30. If you are not very clear, please come back. Come back with a question, and we'll pick it up from there. All right, bye. 12:30. That's 15 minutes from now. So just go take toilet breaks, drink something, come back. We'll be here. Bye.